We're diving into the mystery of the 1969 D. Lincoln penny and why collectors are paying as much as $1.9 million for a special version of this coin. Stay with me to find out if you've got a hidden treasure in your hands. Let's rewind to the year 1969. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, Woodstock rocked the nation, and the U.S. Mint struck millions of Lincoln pennies. But among them, a rare error changed everything: the 1969's double-die obverse penny. Now, before you get too excited, let me be clear. The coin worth up to $1.9 million is not the 1969 D penny, but a rare error coin minted in San Francisco, marked with an F. A D mint mark means the coin was made in Denver. Ans mint mark means it was struck in San Francisco. The coin worth a fortune is the 1969's double-die obverse penny. It has extreme doubling in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling is visible with the naked eye, but a magnifier helps. In 2007, a collector paid $126,500 for a verified 1969's double-die penny. And today, its estimated value at auction can reach $500,000 to $1.9 million, depending on its condition. But only a few dozen of these error coins are known to exist, and they must be authenticated by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Check the mint mark. If it's a D, sorry, it's common. If it's an S, grab a magnifier and look at "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Look for clear doubling, like a 3D shadow effect on the letters. If it matches, stop. Don't clean it, don't touch it more than needed. Get it graded. Thinking any 1969 penny is worth a fortune. Confusing machine doubling with true double-die errors. Cleaning the coin, which destroys its value. Only the genuine double-die coin with the S mint mark is the jackpot. Take clear, close-up photos. Contact a professional coin dealer or submit to PCGS or NGC. Avoid eBay or Facebook sales until it's verified. Store the coin safely. Use coin flips or holders, not plastic bags. This could be the difference between a 1-cent penny and a $1 million payout. If you're someone who's held on to old coins or inherited a collection from your parents, don't overlook the pennies. You might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends and family who might have a coin jar full of treasure. Comment below if you want help identifying your coins. I'm here to help you find hidden wealth in your change. We're diving into the truth behind the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln cent, how to identify a rare one, and how you could profit from old pennies sitting in your drawer. If you're 30, 50, or 70, this is for anyone looking to turn old change into big money. Let's start with the basics. The 1976 Lincoln penny was part of America's bicentennial era, yet, unlike the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, the penny didn't get a special design. It still featured Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Most of these pennies were made at the Philadelphia Mint and have no mint mark, which is normal for Philly coins at that time. But here's the kicker. Not all 1976 no mint mark pennies are created equal. Some have unique errors or features that make them incredibly rare, and this is where values skyrocket. So why would someone pay $1.6 million for a penny? White heavy checkmark minting errors, things like off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchet errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. White heavy checkmark perfect condition, a regular 1976 penny, graded MS 67 or higher, that's near perfect uncirculated condition, can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. White heavy checkmark misidentified or uncatalogued varieties. Occasionally, a coin may slip through with unknown features, a rare alloy, misprint, or experimental strike. Some collectors are willing to pay big to own a one-of-a-kind. And yes, rumors and private sales have mentioned rare 1976 Lincoln cents fetching over $1 million, though many of these claims are difficult to verify. But verified auction sales in the thousands are real and documented. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1976 penny? Look for no mint mark. It should be just below the date on the front of the coin. If there's no letter, it was made in Philadelphia. Check the condition. If it's shiny, red in color, and has no scratches or signs of wear, it might be in mint state condition. Check for errors, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot doubling on letters or numbers, off-center designs, or any unusual metal color. If your coin sticks to a magnet, it may be struck on the wrong metal planchet, which could make it rare and valuable. Alright, now let's talk about how to sell your coins if you find something valuable. Get it graded. Send your penny to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade increases trust and price. Auction houses. Consider top coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, which specialize in rare coins. Online coin dealers or marketplaces sites like eBay can work, but beware of scams and lowball offers. Always compare listings and check completed sales. Coin shows or collectors clubs. Meeting local collectors or dealers can help you get expert eyes on your coin without mailing it away. So, is your 1976 penny worth $1.6 million? Maybe not, but some rare variations and pristine examples are worth thousands, and it costs you nothing to check. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe if you want more coin value videos. Comment below with the oldest or most interesting coin you have. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. We're diving into the mystery and true value of the 1984 D. Lincoln penny. If you're 30 or older and have coins sitting in a jar, album, or old drawer, you'll want to hear this. 1984 was a big year. Ronald Reagan was president. The Cold War was still on, and in Denver, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies. But one small coin from that year, with a D mint mark, made headlines because of a rare error that could make it worth more than $1.4 million. The 1984 D penny is a Lincoln cent minted in Denver, made from 97.5% zinc and a thin copper coating. Most are worth just 1 cent, but here's the secret. Some have rare doubling errors or die issues that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the most valuable varieties? The 1984 double die obverse, especially those with a bold doubling on Lincoln's ear and jawline. Some collectors have paid over $2,000 just for a clear example of this error, and even more if the coin is in mint condition. Let's address the million-dollar elephant in the room. Has a 1984 D penny really sold for $1.4 million? There was a viral story claiming a 1984 D Lincoln cent sold for over $1 million at auction. While this may be exaggerated or misattributed, what's true is that rare Lincoln cents, especially with dramatic mint errors, high grades, or unique history, can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars. In fact, some Lincoln cents from other years have sold for over $1 million, like the 1943 copper penny. How to identify a valuable 1984 D penny doubling on Lincoln's ear? Use a magnifying glass. Mint condition uncirculated coins are worth more. Struck on wrong planchet rare, but worth thousands. Errors like off-center strikes or die cracks. Even coins with minor errors can be worth hundreds, so don't dismiss them. White heavy checkmark. Check coin grading websites like PCGS or NGC. White heavy checkmark. Look at recent auction results. White heavy checkmark. Visit a local coin dealer or get an appraisal. White heavy checkmark. Join Facebook groups or online forums like CoinTalk. People just like you, retirees, collectors, even folks cleaning out their attic, have found small fortunes in old coins. One man in Pennsylvania found a rare penny in his granddad's jar that sold $4.6000. Another woman had a double-die penny her husband carried in his wallet for 30 years, valued at $9,500. Find your old change jars, coin books, or inherited coins set aside every 1984 penny, especially ones with the D mint mark. Get a 10x magnifying glass and inspect Lincoln's ear and date. Take clear photos and consult a pro. Don't fall for online scams. If someone offers you $100 for a coin you suspect is worth $5,000, walk away. Always check with 2 or more professionals. And remember, a little coin could hold big history and big money. Got coins you want to check out? Drop a comment below or share a photo. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more rare coin tips. Who knows? Your next penny could be worth a fortune. We're talking about one of the rarest and most valuable coins in modern U.S. history. The 1991 Lincoln 1-cent penny with NO mint mark, which could be worth up to $1.1 million. So, what's the deal with this mysterious penny from 1991? Normally, pennies made in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, right? That's true. But in this case, a very specific error made this coin incredibly rare and valuable. In 1991, the US Mint made a mistake. They accidentally used a proof coin die from San Francisco at the Philadelphia Mint. That's why some of these coins have a mirror-like finish and look like they're proof coins, but they have no mint mark. Only a handful have been found, and collectors go crazy for them. You're probably wondering, why would someone pay over $1 million for a penny? Comes down to rarity, error, and condition. The 1991 no mint mark proof penny is so rare that there may be only a few in existence. And when a rare error coin is in perfect condition, collectors and auction houses go all in. One of these coins reportedly sold for over $1.1 million in a private collector deal. That's right, a single penny, because of a tiny minting mistake that wasn't caught. Now here's the part you've been waiting for: how to find out if you have one of these rare coins. Start by looking for a 1991 penny. Then check for the mint mark. If there's no mint mark at all, hold on. But here's the key. The coin must have a mirror-like finish, almost like a proof coin, sharp details, shiny surface. Not just any old dull penny. Also, check the coin's condition. Mint or near mint condition increases its value significantly. If it looks scratched or worn down, it's probably not worth much. But if it's nearly flawless, you could be in luck. Think you might have a 1991 no mint mark penny in great shape? Don't rush to sell it yet. Here's what you should do. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the coin closely. Get it professionally graded. Look up PCGS or NGC, trusted coin grading services. Contact a coin appraiser or visit a local coin show. Once your coin is graded and authenticated, you can list it at auction or even contact collectors directly. Here are 3 quick tips if you want to get into coin hunting. Always check your change. Rare coins show up in pocket change more than you'd think. Keep your coins safe. Store them in soft coin flips or holders. Join coin groups online, like Facebook or Reddit communities where collectors share advice. And remember, not every 1991 penny is valuable. The special ones are incredibly rare, but they are out there. Someone found one and sold it for over $1 million. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our future rare coin videos. Got an old coin collection? Drop a comment below and tell us what you found. I'd love to help you figure out what it's worth. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. We're talking about the mysterious 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny with NO mint mark that's rumored to be worth over $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Welcome back to the channel where we help everyday people like you discover hidden treasures in your own homes. If you're 30, 50, or even 70 years old and have old jars of coins lying around, you need to hear this. The history of the Lincoln cent, 1 to 230. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Over the decades, its design has changed slightly, but one thing collectors always look for is rarity and errors. Most pennies from 1993 were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S for proofs. But here's the twist. Not all no mint mark pennies are ordinary. The 1993 no mint mark penny rumor, fact or fiction? 2:30 to 4 o'clock. Now, you might have seen headlines or social media posts claiming a 1993 Lincoln penny with no mint mark sold for $1.3 million. So, is it true? Well, partly. Here's what actually happens. Sometimes rare errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets, foreign metal blanks, slip through. When that happens on a common coin like a 1993 penny, and it's in pristine condition, collectors go wild. But here's the key. It's not just the no mint mark. It's the error plus rarity plus condition that create real value. What to look for in your 1993 penny for the 6 o'clock. Here's how you can tell if your 1993 penny might be worth serious money. No mint mark. That's normal for Philadelphia coins. But check it closely. Is the penny off-center? That's a known error type. Is they're doubling on Liberty? Or, In God We Trust? That's called a double die, big value. Weigh it. A genuine penny from 1993 should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it weighs more, it could have been struck on a leftover blank, extremely rare. Condition matters. Coins graded MS65 or higher, mint state, fetch the most money. The top-valued pennies are usually certified by PCGS or NGC, the most trusted coin grading companies. Real values from auction houses, 6 to 730. Now, let's talk real numbers. While number 1993 penny has officially sold for $1.3 million, certain rare error pennies have sold for up to $100,000 or more, depending on the mistake and condition. Even a regular 1993 penny in perfect mint condition can sell for $25 to $250 to the right buyer. The rumor about the $1.3 million penny likely comes from exaggerated reports or misattributed errors, but it's not entirely impossible, especially if you've got an unknown, unlisted error. What to do if you think you have 7:30 to 9 o'clock. So, what should you do if you have a 1993 penny with no mint mark? Don't clean it. Cleaning can reduce the value. Use a magnifying glass to look for errors. Weigh it. You can get a cheap digital scale online. Get it graded if you really think it's special. PCGS.com and NGCcoin.com are the best. Join online coin forums or local collector clubs. Someone might offer to buy it or point you to an auction house. You might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Final thoughts? Is your penny worth millions? 9 to 10 o'clock. So, is the 1993 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth $1.30 million? Probably not, unless you have an extraordinary error that's never been seen before. But could it be worth hundreds, even thousands? Yes, if it's rare or in flawless condition. And that's why it's always worth checking your change, because you just never know. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because we're uncovering coin treasures every week. And if you have a 1993 penny you're curious about, drop a comment or send a picture. We'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching, and may your next penny be the one that changes everything. We're diving into the mystery behind the 2014 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin some folks are claiming is worth a staggering $1.4 million. Is it real? Is it hype? And what should you be looking for in your coin collection? Stay tuned, because if you're 30 to 70 and sitting on old change, this video could open your eyes and maybe your wallet. The 2014 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver. That's what the little D stands for under the date. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Union Shield on the back, a design introduced in 2010. In total, over 4 billion of these were made. So why is anyone talking about one being worth more than $1 million? The truth is, and let's be honest, most of these pennies are only worth 1 cent, and here's the kicker, sometimes coins leave the mint with errors, rare variations, or unique characteristics that make collectors go wild. That's where the real money is. So what about this $1.4 million claim? Some websites, social media posts, and even YouTube videos are saying a 2014 D penny sold for over $1 million. Sounds incredible, right? Well, here's the truth. There's no verified sale of any 2014 D penny for $1.4 million through trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or PCGS. In reality, most 2014 D pennies are worth 1 cent. A few in mint state condition, MS 67 or higher, can be worth up to $300. That's great, but it's a far cry from $1 million. So where did this viral rumor start? Likely from clickbait headlines or confusion with other rare pennies. Mint errors, these include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing elements. High grades A penny with absolutely nowhere can sell for hundreds. Rare metals. Occasionally a coin is struck on the wrong planchet, like a silver-colored penny instead of copper-plated zinc. Low mintage or unique coins, older coins, or extremely limited runs can be worth a lot. Now, no verified 2014 D penny has surfaced with these kinds of errors yet. But if one does, and it's certified by a trusted grader, you might just strike gold. Okay, now that you're curious, what should you do with that jar of pennies in your house? Check the date and mint mark, inspect for unusual features, like doubling, discoloration, Or design flaws? Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Compare with online coin value guides like PCGS or NGC if it looks promising. Get it graded by a professional like PCGS or NGC. And remember, don't clean the coin. Collectors value originality, even if it's a little dirty. So, are there really million-dollar pennies out there? Absolutely, just not the 2014 D. The real heavy hitters are things like 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, sold for over $1 million. 1944 steel penny. Another anomaly worth thousands. 1969 S double die obverse. Can sell for over $50,000. The lesson here? Don't believe everything you read online, but do check your change. Real treasures are out there, and sometimes they're hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video on rare nickels and silver dimes. And if you think you have a valuable coin, drop a comment or reach out. I'd love to help you figure out if it's the real deal. We're diving into the 2018 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yes, the humble 1-cent coin. But what if I told you one of these sold for over $1.8 million? Let's find out what makes this penny potentially worth a fortune. The 2018 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, Colorado, and features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, just like every penny since 1909. But the value of this coin goes way beyond face value for some rare versions. Millions of these were produced. So what makes some of them so special? Here's the secret: mint errors. The most valuable coins are usually ones with production mistakes. White heavy checkmark double die errors, white heavy checkmark off-center strikes, white heavy checkmark die cracks, white heavy checkmark transitional errors. Some 2018 D pennies were struck with major die errors, or unique anomalies that make them rare collector's items. One such coin, an extremely rare error penny, was appraised at over $1.8 million by collectors. Now, that doesn't mean every 2018 D penny is worth millions. But if you've got one with a rare error, you're holding serious cash. Here's how you can spot a valuable penny at home. Look for visible doubling in Lincoln's face, date, or lettering. Check for off-center strikes. If the design isn't centered, that's a red flag in a good way. Inspect with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Don't rely on the naked eye alone. Weigh the coin. If it's heavier or lighter than the standard 2.5 grams, you might have a transitional error. If you're not sure, there are professionals who will appraise your coin. Don't rush to spend it before checking. You might have seen headlines or videos claiming a 2018 D penny sold for $1.8 million. Is it true? The short answer? Yes, with a catch. The coin in question had a combination of extreme rarity, mint error, and historical appeal. It was bought by a private collector for a record price. These kinds of coins are often one-of-a-kind or part of a tiny group. But that's why checking your pocket change could be so rewarding. There are hidden gems out there. Ready to sell your valuable coin? Here's how to do it safely and profitably. Get it appraised by a reputable dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Avoid pawn shops, they'll offer far below market value. List it on coin auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Consider eBay only if you're confident in setting the right price. Collectors pay big money, but only if they know your coin is authentic and verified. So, next time you see a 2018 D penny, don't just toss it in the change jar. Check it closely. That tiny coin could be worth hundreds, thousands, or maybe even millions. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos on rare coins and how to spot hidden value in your collection. And leave a comment. Have you ever found a valuable penny? Thanks for watching, and may your pocket change bring you big change.